if you're an OG subscriber, you guys remember my friend Cody that I grew up with and like started my very first channel making videos with. Guess what he showed up to my house with today? Homie shows up to my house in a brand new S3. Code! What?
We're making big boy moves. Have to make Papa LZ proud.
He got this thing yesterday. I just happened to be like, Cody, you want to come out to dinner with us? Is your first day with a car?
Yeah, it was. I haven't even hit the floor with the pedal yet, so.
It's so nice. Cody, I'm so happy with you. I feel like I might have been scared that you might have made a bad decision, but this is like a beautiful car, a beautiful spec. S3 is definitely a car I would own. I'm beyond stoked. Is it getting a roof rack?
Heck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have to do the sea-sucker thing, or does it have like the actual mount points?
It has mount points. They had like a lot of options for me to put on, but
it's so nice. So Cody's coming out to dinner with us, and I was like, Alberto, I hate to ask this of you, but you might have to drive Cody's truck so I can give him a ride in the Porsche. And then homie rolls up with this. So you sure you trust Alberto driving it?
Yeah, I trust him.
Oh boy.
This is all your car, so we should be able to drive, right?
Yeah, we've already started modifying Cody's car. We did a plate relocation. All right, let's get out of here.
Which of these routes are you taking?
All right, so you guys might have seen on Instagram a little thing about my car getting hit in a parking lot. So I figured I would film a clip here, even though I'm not in the best mood. I'm not mad, I'm not upset, I'm not angry. I'm just a little sad. All right, so we walk out. Here's some context. We show up to the restaurant. There's a car full, a couple people talking to me about videos, and then we go to the restaurant, eat, and then come out, and there's two trucks full of a bunch of people talking about the videos, and they brought to my attention some damage on the trunk. Do you have a light, Alberto, so we can show them?
Yep.
So very, very weird damage that I've never seen before. I'm pretty sure it happened in this parking lot or after this drive. Hold it a little farther back, please. Thank you, right there. So that'll let me focus. This trunk is carbon fiber, and it's got a weird like kind of crack line down here. And then if you look underneath, there's actually a little kind of weird crack going on down there. Here, just take my word, there's a little stress crack down below. Alberto, what do you think? What do you think happened?
Well, so I was looking at the fracture a little bit up close, and I could tell that it was definitely like about this angle. It wasn't definitely not straight, and there's a little crunch line right in the middle of it. So something sharp, kind of like skinny, hit it. But the thing is, an impact will not just do this. This is really hard carbon fiber right here, especially in the corner. The only way to do a fracture like that has to be a lot of pressure, like for example a car backing into it and just pressing against it with a lot of force.
He thought maybe it was a shopping cart, so we got a shopping cart to see how it would line up, and it doesn't hit the trunk line without hitting the bumper. So yeah. I mean, in one way, if we're looking at the bright side of things, at least it is just the trunk, because if something does need to be resprayed, that's a very small area, as opposed to if it hit the bumper or the wing or a quarter or something. It's just very, very weird, and thankfully I switched my insurance from Geico, where I had like literally bare minimum policy just to get coverage so I could drive it around, to Haggerty, where I have like some baller coverage on it that literally cost me 10 times more, so hopefully I'll be covered for it. But I personally think it wouldn't have been someone that backed into me, because look at where my car is.
Pretty sure.
This parking lot is wide open. Look how far forward I am in the parking space. The only way that would have been caused, I think, would have been vandalism from someone. But that's such a random, awkward thing to vandalize that I'm leaning towards maybe it being some sort of manufacturer defect. Like maybe something from the heat back here with the engine being back here, and then the cold weather led to some sort of compression crack. I would say maybe something to do with the aero, with the wing, put stress on it, but that wouldn't make sense because I wasn't really driving that hard here, and it definitely wasn't like that before we left. So.
Yeah, Jackie Chan just came up to Adam's car and he just, hi! You know, that's just it.
Literally though, like that's what it would have had to been. Like someone would have had to put like a punch on here and then like tap it with a hammer.
Someone just literally tiger punch down.
Adam, is this a thing or no? But
what?
I'm looking at this line.
What line?
And this is like above this line now. And then this side is underneath the other line. So did the trunk shift?
It's hard to tell. I don't know.
Look at that line.
Okay.
And now look at this line.
It's possible, but unlikely. I doubt it. So, unfortunately, I talked to some of my Porsche friends, and I think because these trucks are carbon trunks, not trucks, a new trunk is something like 20 grand. I don't have confirmation on that, but it's not a cheap repair. The good news is, since I probably have like $1,000 deductible or something, it'll cover most of it, but then it comes into question, does that suck because then it's on the Carfax for the car? Like, I don't know how that situation works and what I should be doing, but I'll probably go file a report with Porsche as well. I filed a police report to see maybe it is a manufacturer defect and if they have other ones in the system, because that would obviously be the best case scenario for this. But it's a sad night. We were gonna go to the shop, but now we're probably just gonna go to the home and chill, maybe catch up on some editing. It's a nice night though.
Cheers.
How's your Dunkachino, dog? It's like the old days, except
staying warm.
Except now
over broken parts.
So
cars, you know, what's new?
In the olden days, this would have been my E46, and Cody probably would have like dropped his bike, taken it off the bike rack.
Yeah.
Now we have a car maybe vandalized by
Cody did
people.
Cody was gonna drive this car.
You did come out to the parking lot.
Cody does not want to drive this car. Cody went to get his wallet because Cody thought he had to pay for dinner.
Cody.
But Adam was too nice.
Cody did come out to the parking lot. And maybe he just vandalized my car.
All that rage and spite, just, you know.
He was like, man, my car is clean, but Adam's car is cleaner. Let me like crack it real quick.
Yeah, let me crack it before Adam lets me drive it.
Yep. Well, you screwed yourself over now because it's totaled. I need to film this again because it was a very cute moment that was 100% natural, not on camera.
Yeah.
We were talking about all our misfortune. I go, at least we have good friendship.
Cheers to friendship. Cheers.
Yep. Paid for by Duncan. Thanks, Duncan, for my new trunk. How sick would that be? Yeah, no, look, their logo matches my sadness. All right, so this footage is at this point now I think like 3 days old, but I didn't want to upload this video until I had a little bit more information on everything that was going on so I could give you guys a better explanation. So right now, if you're curious, we're actually in Texas, so you guys won't start seeing the Texas videos for a couple days, but the next videos you can expect. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind noise. This might not have been the smartest idea of a place to film. We have the Lone Star Street Legal Comp and the Lone Star Pro-Am that I did in the S13 and the 350Z. But following up on the Porsche situation, definitely a little bit bummed. But what I did realize, my friend Matt had stopped by and said what's up when I was at Starbucks earlier in the day, and the photo that he took of the Porsche, it already had the trunk damage. So this meant that it didn't happen at that shopping center parking lot like I thought it happened, where I was leaning towards maybe it was some sort of manufacturer defect with the actual trunk being compressed or something, or maybe vandalism, but it's just such an obscure place and there's no way that someone would have hit it in that parking lot. But in that Starbucks parking lot, it is kind of tight where someone could have been lazy backing out and hit it. So I went and talked to Starbucks, and unfortunately they have no cameras. But I walked around a bit and I found that there's a bank kind of, not across the street, but across in a different parking lot, that's camera just so happened to be pointed at where my Porsche is parking, at where my Porsche was parked. Having a hard time speaking about this. So, fingers crossed, I'm 99% sure that someone, maybe in an SUV or truck, probably backed into it there because that's the only way that it could line up with the trunk. And the camera footage should show my car moving enough to where I can prove that it was someone that hit the car and claim it on their insurance so mine doesn't go up. The only thing is the bank won't give me the footage until I get a formal police request. So I touched base with the police department since I already have an open case about the situation that I thought happened in the shopping parking lot. So they can then go to the bank and hopefully get access to the footage so we can get it resolved and get me a new trunk. So I'm not really that upset about it. It will suck that it's gonna show up on the blue book or whatever, but usually I'd assume with a car like that, if I have pictures and an explanation like, yo, it was literally just a little crack in the trunk, I honestly won't be that mad about the situation. I don't care about the resale and the stuff like that that's gonna be impacted, so long as I get to keep the old trunk when it gets replaced, because that'd be tight to hang on my wall. So fingers crossed that the footage helps us out and we're able to get the claim sorted, and definitely look forward to the videos that are coming. It's pretty cool, mostly like in-car footage and out of car, but it's cool because we've got Pat on the radio a bunch helping me like spot and stuff. It's kind of like a cool dialogue with all the different battles and stuff. So but anyway, I just want to give you guys an update on that because I know I posted some stuff on Instagram, like kind of a little upset about it. Not even that upset about it, but I didn't really tell you guys what happened because I didn't really know for sure and I wanted to get more information before I uploaded this video. So that's my explanation. It's a bummer, but it could have been a lot worse. Didn't touch a bumper, didn't touch the wing. Obviously the car is still okay. So it's a bummer. Literally none of my cars have ever gotten hit in a parking lot before, so it sucks that it was that one, but I mean, I guess it's inevitable. I've been driving that car around a lot, and you know, it does kind of blend in, you know, the color that it is, it doesn't really stand out at all. So like I can totally get how someone did see it when they were backing up.
like totally understandable. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.